The Jeff Sims era has officially began in Lincoln, Nebraska, with Casey Thompson deciding to hit the portal on Friday. Two things can be true about Casey Thompson hitting the portal. One, may not have seen it coming. I fully expected Casey Thompson to stick it out and fight for his job in the fall. His dad said it. He's like, hey, he was the starter when the season ended last year. He expects to be the starter when the season begins in 2023, even with the new staff. So on one hand, didn't see it coming. Now, when the dust settles a little bit, we've had some time to digest this news, so to speak. In the same way, it kind of makes sense. Like when you zoom out and if you're Casey Thompson, you're saying, okay, they brought in another guy to play the same position that I play when I was the starter a season ago. So, okay, they at the very least wanted to have some competition there. The other piece is I missed the spring. Through no fault of my own, I wasn't able to partake in the most critical 15 practices leading into 2023, outside of fall camp, obviously. So that's the other piece. The third piece is when it comes to what Casey Thompson wants to get done, he wants to play in the NFL. Okay? He has one more year to put a solid resume together for NFL scouts. 1 year of eligibility. So you're telling me if I'm Casey Thompson and I have a battle where I didn't get to practice in the spring, you brought in another guy, you recruited somebody else to come in to compete with me for my spot, and if I don't win the spot, I missed out on a full season of film to help myself get to the professional level? That doesn't make sense. So I didn't see this coming, but with the dust settling, it's hard to really blame Casey Thompson. And I hope Nebraska fans feel the same way. But Nebraska fans, y'all have been rolling with us, and we appreciate you so much for that. If you haven't yet, join the party and subscribe. Now is the time. Subscribe to the On3 YouTube channel. We talk college football here every single freaking day on the hard count. Y'all love ball. We love ball. We talk it every day, and we appreciate y'all helping us keep this party rolling, as we like to say. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on the gram at JD Pakel. Okay, so with that out of the way now, the Jeff Sims era, like I said, has officially began in Lincoln. Now, what does this mean for Nebraska? Why is this a good thing that Jeff Sims is more or less going to be your guy? For starters, as a team, you have someone to follow. I am the first person on the front line saying competition is a good thing, especially at the quarterback position. But when you have direction at the quarterback position, it allows the team to buy into that individual. Because it's a very big difference, and I say this a lot on this program, from being the quarterback to being the guy. When your quarterback is the guy, meaning your teammates follow him, they believe in him, they trust him on 4th and 1 to get done what you want to get done, to get that first down and win the game, that honestly allows your team to reach their potential. So that should excite Nebraska fans. Now you have the direction within the locker room to say, hey, we're following Jeff Sims. Obviously, Jeff Sims has to then step into that leadership role. We'll talk more about that in a second, but this is a good thing for Nebraska fans that this team can now wholeheartedly buy into Jeff Sims as their starting quarterback going forward, in my estimation. Now, as a staff, this is important because now you can tailor the offense to Jeff Sims' skill set. Not that you weren't already trying to play to his strengths when he was on the field, but when you know going into fall camp, hey, we're probably going to roll with Jeff Sims, you are a little bit ahead of the 8 ball in terms of calling plays that he likes, getting synced up with his skill set, and being able to tailor the offense to what he does well. Now, we'll talk about that scheme here in a second, but I think that's a good thing because it allows Marcus Satterfield to be on the same page as Jeff Sims, and they now have a longer runway to tailor that offense to him. Now, for Jeff Sims, he gets an even greater opportunity now to step into being the guy. Like I alluded to already with his teammates, this is his chance to really feel like, okay, yes, I haven't been officially named the starter yet. I'm not, listed as QB1 on the depth heading into game 1 because we're not there yet. But officially, he's the guy. You now can feel more freedom to kind of straighten the back, puff out the chest a little bit, and say, yeah, this is my team. You have a chance now to really grab the reins and take ownership of this locker room and of this team. And I don't think Casey Thompson was the problem at Nebraska a season ago, to be 100% honest with you. But even so, there's something encouraging about just having a fresh start at the most important position on your team, and that's Jeff Sims. And so for him now, the task becomes, how do you make this your team? How do you rally these guys around you to lead them into battle? And that's going to be a big part of his development, a big part of this team's development. But having direction with Jeff Sims as your starting quarterback, the Jeff Sims era, officially beginning in Nebraska, is a very good thing. So how will this look schematically? I think a couple of things are going to be true of this Nebraska offense with Jeff Sims at quarterback. I think they will be fairly multiple, meaning you will see them play a lot of pro-style offense, single back, maybe have a fullback back there as well, power I formation, turn around, hand it to Gabe Ervin, whoever else is back there. I think you'll also see a fair amount of some spread offensive concepts. You're going to capitalize on the zone read game for Jeff Sims and allow him to be the athlete that he is and work in space. And so I think you'll be able to do both of those fairly well with Jeff Sims' skill set, because that's the other thing. You want to run the football, like I just said, in the pro-style offense. You want to have your quarterback take care of the ball, as Matt Rule said when he came on this very show when we asked him what you want in a starting quarterback. But to the same token, you want to utilize the gifts that Jeff Sims has physically. That was a big reason why a lot of people wanted Jeff Sims on their football team when he threw his name in the portal coming out of Georgia Tech. Yes, he's got experience playing the position, but the statistics didn't get you overwhelmingly fired up. But it's the physical gifts that, hey, if we just get him in the right system, if we get him in a position to be successful, guy's got a rocket front arm, he's a big body, he's a good athlete. We can work with that. Okay, we have that at the quarterback position. We can put our offense in position to do some good things. So for Jeff Sims now, they're going to let him cut it loose as well. They're going to give him a chance to show off that cannon of an arm. They're going to give him a chance, like I already said, in the zone read game to make some plays with his feet. It all centers around them being able to control the line of scrimmage and allow Jeff Sims to be efficient downfield, but they're going to let him work a little bit as well and let him be special. So for Nebraska, you now have direction at the quarterback position. How long will it take to get Nebraska to where they eventually want to be down the road? We'll see. But I think direction is more important than speed. And having direction at the quarterback position with Jeff Sims, I'm encouraged. You wish the best to Casey Thompson, but for Jeff Sims, officially being your starter, the future is bright in Lincoln, Nebraska. Make sure you're subscribed to the On3 YouTube channel. We talk ball here every single day. Come back and join us tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, right here on the On3 YouTube channel. Hit the bell to make sure you get notified when we go live. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.